Ngozi had always believed that family was everything. She believed in loyalty, in sacrifice, in standing by the people you love no matter what. And for years, that was exactly how she lived her life. She gave everything she had to her husband, Chinedu, and to her younger sister, Adaeze. She trusted them both completely, without doubt, without fear, without hesitation, and that trust would become the reason her world fell apart. It happened on a quiet Thursday evening. Ngozi had left work earlier than usual. She wasn't feeling too well, and all she wanted was to go home, take a shower, and lie down. She didn't call Chinedu. She wanted to surprise him. Maybe they could spend some time together. Maybe, just maybe, it would be one of those peaceful evenings she had been missing. But as she approached the house, something didn't feel right. There was a car parked outside, a familiar car, Adeze's car. Ngozi paused. Her sister hadn't mentioned coming over, but she brushed it off. After all, this was her family. There was nothing to worry about, or so she thought. The moment she stepped inside the house, she heard it. Laughter, soft, playful, intimate laughter coming from the bedroom. Ngozi froze. Her heart skipped a beat, then another. Then it began to race uncontrollably. Because that laughter, it wasn't just Chinedu's. There was another voice, a voice she knew too well. Adaeze. Her smile disappeared instantly. Was her body went cold, and suddenly everything inside her began to panic. Why was Adaeze in the bedroom? Why did it sound like that? Why did it feel so wrong? Her mind searched for answers, but her heart already knew the truth. Still, she walked forward, slowly, each step heavier than the last, as if something inside her was begging her to stop, but she couldn't. She needed to see. She needed to know. When she got to the bedroom door, her hand trembled. She stood there for a moment, listening, hoping she was wrong, praying she was wrong, but then she pushed the door open, and in that moment, everything shattered. Chinedu and Adeyeze on the bed, together, laughing, comfortable, like it wasn't their first time, or like it was normal, like Ngozi didn't exist. Chinedu turned first. The moment he saw her, the color drained from his face. Ngozi, he jumped up immediately, panic written all over him, but Ngozi didn't respond. She couldn't, because her eyes were fixed on Adaeze, her sister, her own blood, the girl she helped raise, the one she protected, the one she trusted with everything, and yet there she was, sitting on that bed, looking caught, but not completely ashamed. Something inside Ngozi broke, not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly, like a final piece falling apart. When she finally spoke, her voice was calm, cold, unrecognizable. Get out. They both froze, confused, shocked, as if they didn't understand what was happening. Get out, she repeated, this time louder, stronger, final. They rushed, grabbing their clothes, trying to explain, trying to lie. It's not what you think, but it just happened. We didn't mean. But Ngozi didn't listen, didn't react, didn't cry. She simply walked to the door, opened it, and stood there, waiting. And one by one, they walked out. That night, the house was silent, but Ngozi's mind wasn't. Every moment replayed itself, every late night, every missed call, every strange behavior she ignored. All the signs were there. She just chose not to see them because she trusted them, because she loved them, because she never imagined they could betray her like this. But something had changed. Ngozi wasn't broken. She was awake, and that made her dangerous. The next morning, she made a decision. She wasn't going to beg. She wasn't going to fight. And she certainly wasn't going to forgive. No, she was going to take everything back. Because Chinedu didn't know the truth. The house they lived in, It was in Ngozi's name, the business he proudly called his, funded by her, built with her connections. Even the life he enjoyed existed because of her. And Adayeze, she had no idea who she had just betrayed. So Ngozi stayed calm. She answered Chinedu's calls, met him outside, listened as he apologized, as he begged, but as he promised it would never happen again. And she smiled, not because she believed him, but because she needed him to believe he still had a chance. For 2 weeks, Ngozi planned everything, carefully, silently, patiently. Then one evening, she invited them both over, Chinedu and Adaeze. They arrived nervous, avoiding eye contact, the tension between them obvious, but curiosity brought them in. Ngozi welcomed them calmly, too calmly. She asked them to sit and placed a folder on the table. Chinedu frowned. "What's this?" Ngozi looked at him, her expression unreadable. "Open it." He did, and instantly, everything changed. Shock, confusion, fear. But this can't be real, he said. "It is," Ngozi replied calmly. "Divorce papers." He flipped through the documents, panicking now. "The house, the business, all mine," she said. Silence, heavy, crushing silence. The SSA stood up angrily. "You're overreacting." Ngozi looked at her and smiled, a quiet, dangerous smile. "You still don't understand," she said. Then she delivered the final blow. "I recorded everything." The room froze, completely still. "If either of you tries anything," Ngozi continued softly, "it goes public." That was it. No arguments, no excuses, no lies, because they knew they had lost. Ngozi stood up, walked to the door, and opened it. This is where it ends. And this time, they didn't argue, they didn't beg. They simply left. As the door closed behind them, Ngozi took a deep breath, not in pain, not in sadness, but in freedom. Because sometimes the deepest betrayal doesn't destroy you, it reveals you. If you were in Ngozi, what would you have done? Would you have forgiven them or done exactly what she did? Tell me in the comments.